Let me see. Alright. We should be live now. Just trying to make sure.
I'll go and check if it's live.
Alright.
Yep, we're live.
Okie dokie. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is comicconartist, and we are back for another week of Comic Chat Live for March the 3rd, 2012. Here with me, I have Josh, and well, that's pretty much it. I don't know where everybody else is at, but we'll keep on keeping on going strong. But the major topic of this week, which is the probably the biggest and the only really news of this week for comic book stuff, is the Avengers trailer. The extended Avengers trailer, which it looks like an extended trailer of the Super Bowl trailer, I believe, because it has a lot of the same scenes. But I got a confession to make, and that is that I've been kind of on the fence about the Avengers movies until I seen this trailer. Before we had the first teaser, and they pretty much just they give you one line from Iron Man, and you get to see kind of the team being together, but you don't really get to see much of anything. You don't really get to see much of the enemy or any little details about the story or anything. It's just that they're coming together as a team and they gonna have to fight some stuff, and that's pretty much it. And then the further we got on, closer we get into the summertime, they start releasing a little bit more information with these trailers, and people are analyzing the trailers and trying to get as much information they can milk out of it as possible. And a lot of interesting things have come out of the analyzing of the trailer. So at first we didn't really get much. You just get to see the team and stuff like that, and then the next trailer you get to see the enemies and explosions happening in New York, and the team working together, and that was like the Super Bowl spot. Now in this one you kind of get a feeling for how the movie is going to go. And I seen this trailer when it first came out, because I forget who released it, but one of my one of the people I'm subscribed to or whatever, they released a trailer, and I watched it, and I was like, alright, I'm sold. And you want to know what the part of the trailer that sold me on it is when Hulk caught Iron Man out the sky when he was falling. That sold it for me. I was like, oh man, that was, I don't know, that just really made it seem real when they actually was working together. Because I don't know, the thing that I want to see, the thing that I'm really looking forward to in this movie is watching them kind of combine their powers. Because that's been, I don't know, that was a cool thing, and they mostly do it in the games, like the Ultimate Alliance games or whatever, where they actually combine their powers or whatever. I want them to actually work together as a team, and not them just being individual members. And like, Iron Man, you handle the robots. Captain America, you handle the ground people. Black Widow, you go sneak into this building. And Hawkeye, you just snipe people. Like, I want them to actually feel like a team and work together and help people out. And when I seen that Hulk catch Iron Man, I was like, alright, hopefully they'll be doing a whole bunch of stuff like that. Because I mean, a lot of stuff in superhero comic books deal with, like, a lot of the popular stuff deal with like tag team stuff. I mean, you got the fastball with Wolverine, where you have like Colossus throwing them or whoever. Like it's funny because over the years it became like a thing where it was normally just him and Colossus, but then it moved to him and Storm, with her throwing her with the wind or whatever, and then a bunch of different superheroes tried it. I thought that was funny, but I want to see what they do in this movie to work together so they can have like some team synergy, to see them all work together and actually seem like a team. Because I know it's gonna be rocky at first. They showed in the trailer. You have Thor fighting Captain America. You have Iron Man fighting Cap. You have
Iron Man versus Thor.
Yeah, and then you have Hulk chasing down Black Widow. So we know it's gonna be a rocky team. Even the Hulk, Bruce Banner, he even says that we're not a team, we are a ticking time bomb, which he's probably mostly talking about himself because he's the Hulk or whatever. I'm still wondering if he's going to be in control of the Hulk or not. I'm guessing not. But I'm just mad because at the end of the Incredible Hulk, he was trying to learn how to control his powers, so that he wouldn't have to deal with running and having to hide and having to deal with that. He would be able to control it. But I don't think they're going with that in this movie. I think he's just going to be regular, simple Hulk, I guess you can pretty much call him. Yeah. And I'm cool with that, as long as he ain't stupid Hulk, and then he's gonna end up fighting the team. That's my biggest worry because in all the animated movies, the last villain they have to fight is the Hulk, and I hate that.
Mm.
He should be a valued member of the team. But anyway, that's just my little first
Yeah,
impressions.
because way in the beginning, I think it was when it was. I think it was like 2009 when everybody said Hulk is going to be the villain. I'm saying, like, really? He's part of the team? Why? All that kind of stuff. And then we found out it's Loki and all that. So it's all these rumors. One thing I really enjoy about the Avengers trailer is always these little like all these references. Like, hey, you see Stock Tower. You see you you get that walking bit like Iron Man. This walking big thing out of Transformers following Iron Man. It's
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. It's like something out of
yeah.
Transformers.
Yeah, but I will say, when I saw this for the very first time, I was speechless. I would, I will say this movie is going to be a random action movie in for the last hour, but I'm, it's kind of say, it's a great trailer. You don't need to say that much, and it's going to be the whole. And you hope this trailer gives people the whole idea that comic books are not just the '60s Batman show. So that's what I say about the trailer. It's just I was like speechless.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was fantastic. I'm really like hyped for this movie now. Like Ultimate Spider-Man, I'm not Ultimate Spider-Man, but the Amazing Spider-Man when it came out with its trailer, and
Mm.
it showed a lot of the movie. I was happy. I was like, oh my god, this looks amazing. And then I was still on the
Mm.
fence about the Avengers. So now that I'm able to see this trailer, I'm hyped up for the Avengers, and I want to see what I still like. I want to see how the team is. Like I understand Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. They all gonna be vying for power, but
Mm.
they're not really focusing on Nick Fury, Black Widow, or Hawkeye.
No.
Which I don't want them to be overshadowed by the more popular characters. Because I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really know much about Black Widow, but she's cool.
Yeah.
She's been in a couple of I've seen her in a couple of issues of like Deadpool and a couple of
Mm.
issues of random stuff here and there like Civil War and The Punisher and whatnot. She's like a cool character. Like I want every character to have their time to shine,
Mm.
and that's the biggest thing for me because I don't want people on the team to be useless. I mean, it's already hard enough since
Yeah.
Hawkeye and Black Widow aren't really powerful. In the
No.
trailer, you can see
Yeah.
that Black Widow has a gun, but on her wrist she has like these a little gauntlet or whatever, and it glows
Mm.
blue with like little
Mm.
blue little circles. And
Mm.
I'm hoping that she has something. I know Hawkeye
Yeah.
has a huge
Out.
variety of arrows,
Yeah.
so I want to see how
And also they need to because Hawkeye didn't have another movie, they need to kind of like help, kind of like quickly, no, not quickly, but just tell us who Hawkeye is in a brief description, not just he's a Robin Hood guy.
I'm wondering
Um,
because I know they're not going to use his original origin. So if his original origin is kind of stupid, but I
mm,
don't know if they're gonna go with the whole like he's just an agent for Shield route,
yeah.
and that he's just been working with us forever. Because that's how I feel like they're gonna use. Like he just agent for Shield, but I hope they go into some of his backstory or at least give him like some good character development in this movie
Mm,
because I don't know. Hawkeye is cool. I always thought his costume was stupid, but
mm.
Hawkeye's a cool character. I like when he came
And,
back after the House of
and,
M.
co-
Hmm?
and of course, they're not using the original costume. They're using the ultimate costume. I thought like,
Yeah,
yeah, makes sense.
it looked better than the original, but the original is the one that you recognize more because you see it all the time. But I don't like the original. It's all purple and shit. But I like what they did with his costume. I just want them to. I want him to be an interesting character. I don't know much about Hawkeye, so I want this movie to make me actually like Hawkeye. I want him to actually be a good character. So I hope they do something with it. We'll
Mm,
see. I hope. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm
mm,
hoping because I like the scene where I think I talked about this before, like last week. I like the scene when they showed the Hulk or Bruce Banner or whatever in like India or wherever he was in a little shack,
yeah.
and then they came to get him. I thought that was
Mm,
cool. I like them recruiting people and coming into like Nick Fury talking to Cap, and Cap was like, "Oh, you're trying to get me used to the world of how it is or whatever." Now and he's like, "No, I'm trying to get you on this team to save the world." And it's making it seem epic. It's making it seem big. Like they really building it
mm,
up, and I hope that they don't kind of drop somewhere because I love the Iron Man movies, but the Iron Man movies always had a drop. They had all this build up. It was funny. It had great action, a bunch of great characters, a lot of great dialogue. But the last fight scene was always terrible.
Well, yeah, for Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 1 and 2. Iron Man 1, he just did like foreshadowing at the beginning where he flew into the sky. He was like, "Oh, I'm getting all icy. I'm going to fall." And then that's what he did to Ironmonger. He just flew him up to the sky and dropped him. And I was like, that was kind of anticlimactic. He was already like low on power anyway, so he had to fight him low on power, and then he just picked him up and dropped him. That was lame. And then the second movie, him and fucking War
Was,
Machine, all he was doing was getting choked out, and then they just both shot him,
mm,
and then that was the end of Whiplash. And I was like, I actually liked Whiplash in that movie. I think it was Mickey Rourke.
yeah, Mickey Rourke,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mickey Rourke. He did a great job as Whiplash. Like I really enjoyed him. Like I thought he was a cool ass villain, probably one of the best villains in a Marvel movie, other than Red Skull. Red Skull was crap, but I thought he did oh man, I thought he did a really good job. I was mad how that fight ended. He was just like, hey, remember what we did early in the movie when we zapped each other? Let's do it on him, and he just zapped him and he fell over. And I was like, oh come on now. So I
Mm,
hope they have like this big epic fight scene. I hope all the characters get their little time to shine, have their own little backstory and stuff they have to deal with, as
mm,
well as Cap and Thor. Well, not Cap and Thor, but Cap and Iron Man vying for the top spot. Uh,
yeah,
I guess Thor trying to deal with humans and how he differs because in this movie you saw that when he
yeah.
came, well he was banished and he came down to Earth or whatever. He just kept thinking he was in Asgard. He just throwing cups on the
Mm,
floor and he's like, "Bring me some more beer, bitch," and all that stuff like that.
yeah.
So I'm hoping they have all these different like personalities and how they kind of
Mhm,
contrast and whatnot, and then how they eventually come together as a team. And I want it to be good. Like I want them to actually feel like a team, and I want Captain America to be leader. Like
no,
Iron,
Iron Man.
yeah, I want Iron Man to be
Look,
his right
because
hand
Iron
man.
Man is the leader from from the comic books to the animation, and Captain America is supposed to be the soldier, the leader,
Yeah,
and we just letting the witch boy be the leader. And I think like if they ever do the Winter Soldier thing, yeah, put Iron Man, but not right now. As the
yeah. 'Cause I feel
leader.
like if Bucky was Captain, yeah, I think Iron Man should be the leader.
Yeah.
But I don't know because like Iron Man's a genius. And he's smarter
Yeah.
than Captain America is, but he's not responsible. Captain America has the leadership skills, the leadership qualities, or whatever. Even though they didn't really play that off too well in the movie, that's Captain America movie was kind of bad. But anyway, just Cap as a character. I feel like a lot of people, they put Iron Man as the leader a lot of times because he's the more
Mm.
popular character.
Mm.
He's the more popular character because he had a great movie. He can
Mm.
have all these toys for the kids to play with and all that stuff like that. So they put him in the front line. Nobody really knows anything about Captain America. He's just like Superman in a way, where
Mm.
he's just that, uh, like he's just that. How can I say?
Mm.
He's just like
Yeah.
that all American, and he's just all
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the good.
Yeah. Because with the name of Captain America, you actually picture him just yapping about the yapping about how it's truly be American and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, no, it's just how his name is. It's kind of simple, you know. He's a captain and he's in America. It's like, we don't need to cough and, you know, laugh at the name and thinking that's what he is, and or that or that kind of image that people think of Captain America is.
Yeah, everybody think Captain America's a Boy Scout, but I really like Captain America. Like I continue to say, any character can be good if you get him a good writer. And I
Yeah.
read some good stories of Captain America, especially the one I read in Cable and Deadpool. That was a good Captain America. When he came to the utopia that Cable made, and he was just trying to see how it was and what Cable was doing, and then you kind of see him just in regular plain clothes. And he was drawing, and he was meeting people, talking to people, and he was realizing that this is a great place. And they kind of delved into the character of Captain America because before he end up in the future back in 1930s or whenever he was
Yeah.
around and he first began Captain America, he liked to draw. They kind of touched on that a little bit in the movie because I think he was drawing something, then his love interest seen it, and she's like, oh, you can draw whatever. And he's an artist.
Yeah, the kind of like Captain Monkey.
Yeah, it was funny because in the comic books or whatever, Captain America punched Hitler. And Hitler was supposed to be an artist, and the Captain America was an artist. So these two artists and sucker punch him. It's like, what would have happened if Hitler maybe didn't become such a douchebag? He would have been Captain Germany or something. I don't know. But it was just funny that they had that thing in common. And he just sucker punched that dude in his chin. But anyway, I like Captain America. I think it's not. I think people just peg them in certain ways because.
Yeah, because of the name and the costume, all that.
Yeah, because you see him as the leader. You see him pretty much. He's like the dad of the team or whatever. He's always talking about, we got to do the right thing. We got to, do this, do that for people, blah. And then you have other characters, rebellious characters like Iron Man and stuff like that, and Thor, who's always rebelling against Odin. People like them more because they're like, we can relate to them more. Can't relate to the responsible ass Captain America.
We can't really relate to Thor, but
I know. I'm just saying, but you see how Thor is with his father. You can relate to him in that sense. Like he's a rebellious child because when you look at Thor, he's not really an adult mentally.
No.
He's more about fighting and war and all that kind of stuff like that, and for glory. He's not really thinking like a rational adult pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's because he's a guy and he grew up differently. But I want to see. I don't know. I just really want to see this movie be amazing because comic book movies have, they've been doing good, man. Kick-Ass, Scott Pilgrim, a bunch of great ones coming out. Chronicles wasn't technically a comic book movie, but it was a great superhero movie, but that was pretty cool. You had the Iron Man movies, the Incredible Hulk, like a lot of great movies, and then these two movies so far, I'm looking forward to them, like the Amazing Spider-Man and the Avengers. They seem like they're gonna be great. Oh yeah, and Batman Rising.
Yeah, I was going. Yeah.
I haven't seen no trailer about that recently.
Yeah. And talking about the Avengers, I don't know you know this, but Black Widow is going to have her own tie-in Avengers comic.
Oh really?
Yeah, in the same universe as the films, as the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So and it's called Black Widow's Sprites. And it's her going to Russia and it's doing with Agent Coulson, and I think the reason is we only know her as the Shield. We only know Black Widow as this girl who kicks ass and be Mrs. Hot, Mrs. Model to like a poster girl.
That's like she always flipping and fucking posing and shit. I want to see her character, not just her in some stupid leather suit. Cause that's all fine and dandy and stuff, but at the end of the day, I want to see a good character.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that's pretty much all they can do. They can't make another movie, so I'm happy they try to do something to kind of branch out and tell you about the character.
Besides, their album is about doing a Black Widow movie, but if they do that, that will give us give them a chance to flesh out her character, that just be a two-dimensional thing. There's new pictures of new drawings of New Earth 2 and mostly Superman for the 52. So they're going back to the Parallel Earths thing.
To the what?
Parallel Earths, like Crisis of Infinite Earths.
Oh.
We have Earth 2. We have a Earth 2 drawing of Superman.
I
that
don't know why
is,
they. It's weird. They keep doing it. It's like they have the
yeah.
multiverse, and then they like, okay, this is getting too confusing, and a lot of people aren't
Mm,
liking it. Let's get rid of it. Then they get rid of it. Then they bring it back, and then they try
mm,
to make it different. A little bit different, and then it's confusing. Then they get rid of it. Then they bring it back. It's weird.
mm. I
The DC
think,
universe has
I,
went through so many iterations.
I think the reason is there. I think a lot of fans are kind of pissed off over the that the what's it Justice Society didn't came into one the original 52. Of course, what this work got cancelled, so they are placing Deathstroke with New Earth. So no, New Earth 2,
Hmm.
Justice Society. So I'm kind of curious how they're going to play that, how it fits in the new continuity. Yeah,
I wonder how they're gonna do
that
that.
yeah, because it's unless they're going to do a copying and pasting of Crisis on Infinite Earth, it's not going to pay off. But also there is the Ultimate Spider-Man clips that are from for the TV show.
Oh yeah.
New drawings, that new clip that's dealing with great power. Great, yeah, Nick Fuse yapping about Uncle Ben. I'm thinking like, why?
Hmm.
um, I'm kind of worried over this one because I was kind of hyped over it, and I felt like really, it doesn't feel like I'm watching a TV. I don't feel like I'm watching an Ultimate Spider-Man comic book. Sure, you have Paul Dini writing, but that's kind of it. But it just feels a little bit lacking and too much economy. Of course, I will give a bit of a doubt because it is Marvel's first not comic, first ever TV show, animation show. 100% Marvel, I like to call it. So I'm I'm just not psyched over it now. I'll give it a bit of a doubt. Um,
Well, hopefully when it comes out, it'll be good. Because I don't know, for Spectacular Spider-Man to get canceled, and that show was, I really enjoyed that show, and I was
yeah,
mad that I got canceled. So I'm hoping that the alternative, what they're trying to replace it with, will be good. But who knows? They might fuck it up.
yeah, yeah.
Other than that, I guess what have you been reading recently? Like what comic books have you been reading?
Just wing like all wing reading New X-Men, the first volume. Not really enjoying it. Never, and I actually never am a big. I know a lot of people kind of hate me over this, but I really don't like when Norton's exactly writing. I find it a little bit too like 1960s. It feels like I'm going back in it, yeah, it feels like I'm just going back to the 1960s. I'm saying like if you're going to, I'm I'm more a person who like more adult stuff than that kind of writing. I'm reading like Dark Knight Returns because of the two-part movie.
Hmm.
Yeah, but of course, but I am also doing a reading Death Effect. I actually bought. Yeah, I'm playing it, but I'm reading. I bought like 3 Batman graphic novels, so I'm reading them. So
Which ones did you
Death,
get?
Dark Knight Returns, as I mentioned.
Okay, yeah.
Death of Family that also comes with Lonely Place of Dying, and I think that's right, Lonely Place of Dying, and The Long Halloween.
Okay,
Uh,
I read The Dark Knight Returns. I read The Long Halloween, but I didn't finish
mm,
Death of the Family. Like I was reading that,
mm,
but I didn't finish it, so I got to go back to that. Those are good comic
mm,
books. I want to see what your
yeah,
opinion is on that after you read them.
yeah,
Let me see. I guess another thing we can
and
talk about right quick is that I've seen Justice League Doom. Hold on, Toxin
mm,
calling.
Yo, is it over?
No, it's just pretty much started.
uh-oh,
Just
Yeah,
started.
like yeah.
We were talking. Oh well, at first we were talking about the Avengers trailer that came out this
Mm,
week.
The money shot.
Pretty much.
yeah.
So, what's your thoughts on the trailer?
It's better than the first one. Or the
Yep.
other ones with the money shot when Hulk captures Iron Man.
That was the scene that sold me on it. And I was like, this is going to be
Yeah.
fantastic. Because that's what I was talking about. I was like, man, I want to see them working together as a team. I don't want them to just be off doing
Mhm.
their own separate things. I want them to actually working together. I don't know how it's going to work because you got to fight gods and I guess the ice giants and stuff.
I think it's confirmed it's the Ice Giants.
Yeah, you can see them flying around a little bit.
Which is disappointing.
What did you want them to be?
Something's a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, true that. Hopefully Loki got some tricks up his sleeves and make him a little bit better.
Yeah.
Thor, he already showed that he can run through them like crazy, so I don't know what they're gonna do.
Not crazy though, but it's a good fight, I guess.
Yeah. But other than that, I was just talking about because I just seen, well, not just seen, but I seen it this week, the Justice League Doom, and that shit's fantastic. Like, I enjoyed the crap out of that.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I didn't get to see it. I didn't have time this whole week.
Yeah, it was good. Like, I enjoyed the crap out of
I will
that.
say the only downside is it's really short.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I wish they had some more time to show off more characters, have more time to develop the villains. I feel like everything was just rushed. But for how much time they did have, I think they did a good job with it.
Yeah. And of course, I did spoil a line for you, but
Yeah.
I couldn't keep my mouth shut last week.
But it was a good movie, man. And I like what they did with like I understand Lost told me that they changed the villain from race to dude, I forgot what his name is.
Daniel Savage.
Yeah, they changed it to him. And they pretty much the same character when I was watching. I was like, that's pretty much race. So I didn't really have that much of a problem. It did take away from the personal experience for Batman because it would be more personal for him if it was race. But it was pretty good. And let me see, what was one of the things one of the things I enjoyed was how can I say this? I don't know. I really like the villains. Like they didn't use the conventional villains to go against them. Like they didn't use like Joker to go against Batman. Like everybody had their counterpart, and it was pretty cool to see some other villains get a chance to shine. And
so Bane's in there, but that's nothing.
Well, yeah. But I guess the only time you really see Bane or hear about Bane pushing Batman to the brink was when he broke his back. I mean, if you look in the game, the second game and the first game, he's pretty much a joke. And in this movie, you get to see him be a huge threat to Batman, which is cool. And he also had one of the best lines in the movie.
And that would be,
I broke the bat, now I'm gonna break the man.
that line, that one, huh?
But yeah, that was a nice line. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. I was just sitting there watching it, and I was like, that was good. But I hope they come out with some more movies like that because I enjoy that. Have a little break from the big film movies or whatever, like the big screen movies, and just have these little animated ones coming out. And I don't know, I think they're really good because they give you they get to show off the characters for newer people that don't really know nothing about the comic books. I mean, the people, they will watch an animated movie or a live action movie before they read a comic book. So it really helps them introduce the character. And I think they did a good job at least showcasing everyone, giving you a good feel of their personality and kind of what's going on. And it was short. You didn't get to see much of your character.
And I started doing the whole adapting the storylines that the fans know and turning them into movies.
Yeah, because I don't know what's wrong with some producers, but they just feel like they got to change every fucking thing and ruin the goddamn movie. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
DC, they've been doing good. I enjoyed the Green Lantern movie, even though it wasn't really about Hal Jordan. It was just him telling the stories of a bunch of different Green Lanterns. I enjoyed that, just seeing the lore of Green Lantern.
Did y'all hear about the new Green Lantern show on the Cartoon
Network? Green Lantern, the animated series. Yeah.
No, I ain't hear about that.
That shit looks shitty. It's 3D models.
Oh, real? Yeah, that's gonna be shit.
I'm thinking if I ever hear animated, a DC hero, the animated series, I want the original team, who done Batman, Animated Series, Justice League, and Green Lantern. Not Green Lantern, Superman, because they know how to do a decent anime show. White.
Exactly, man. I grew up on.
We got the Batman, but then we got Brian the Bold.
Yeah,
And
I seen a
was,
little bit of the Breaking the Bold. It ain't too bad, but I don't.
No, it's not that bad. No, it isn't. It's good.
It's back to the other West show, and I'm thinking it's kind of like if you hated it, you're gonna hate this thing. You like it, that show, you will like this show. Brian the Bold. So
yeah, it's kind of campy.
Yeah. Mm.
But I wish they would bring back like Justice League Unlimited or the Batman animated series, something. I don't know why. I really wish they would do that because Green Lantern, he's not really that popular of a character. At least to me, I don't really care that much about him. I've been reading the book, and it's been good from the New 52 universe. But I don't know. I think they should just. I understand they want to give some other superheroes some time in the limelight because Batman is everywhere, Superman is everywhere.
Yeah.
What's that?
But they're good characters for a reason. What do you say?
I know this guy is DC hero. He wears a red mask. He has like 2 batons and he's black. I forget his name.
Yeah, it's 2 batons.
2 batons.
I forget his name. I don't.
Can't be Red Hood. It can't be Red Hood because
It's not Red. No, he's not. No, it's not Red Hood. He's a superhero.
Well.
I'm gonna try to see if I can look it up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You seen the Avengers trailer? You know, what was your favorite part of it, or what are you looking forward to the movie?
Toxin.
Well, I want to see I want to see the heroes face off against each other.
So you want to see them fight?
Yeah. I saw Iron Man against Thor, and that wasn't Thor, just Iron Man kicking him, and that was it.
You got to see Cap fight him and fight Thor in the woods.
Yeah, I think Thor doesn't like anybody.
That's what it seemed like. He just going around hammering everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know, because Captain America's not much of a fight against Thor, really.
Nope. All he did was block. I don't really think he can do anything else.
He had the shield to bounce off, but it's like I do much.
Yeah. My guess with that fight is, Thor is the brother Loki, and it's kind of like the whole like battling between what everybody else is saying and what he thinks. So it's kind of like battling the kind of like an X-Men thing.
And I don't know if y'all watched it. You know who Orc is?
Orc? No.
Oh, no, he's got like that's another Marvel villain in there though. He's from that's what IGN says. Another villain in there, and his name's Orc. He's from the Ice Giants. He's like a Thor villain.
Oh, I don't really know much about Thor, so I wonder who that
is. He's not one He's not one of the more popular Marvel characters. He is is he? I don't know.
Is he that one with that diamond glove?
Who?
No, that's Thanos.
Yes,
Thanos.
Yeah, the gauntlet.
There rumors he's gonna be in the movie, but
Thanos
and Red Skull.
Thanos is more of a threat than the Ice Giants.
Yeah, they'll probably do Thanos for the sequel if they make another Avengers movie.
I don't know, something that's better than the fucking Ice Kings.
Well, you do have squirrels, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, but how are you gonna do that? To copy each other. Yeah, that's kind of hard because they copy each other's looks and powers. That'd be kind of hard. Unless they do Super Skrull, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, Super Skrull would be cool.
If he was in there.
Yeah, but he can't because it's a Fantastic Four villain.
The Super Skrull was in one of the Deadpool comics. Super Skrull was.
Yeah, he was in the recent one, the Volume 4 or whatever. He was in there.
No, he was in the new one, the first new one or something like that. He didn't fight him though.
Yeah, it was around the time Secret Invasion was going on, and they showed what Deadpool was doing during it. He was helping out damn Green Goblin, whatever, Norman Osborn. He was getting some information for him. He had to go into the ship, and he fought a whole bunch of. Well, he didn't actually fight him. He actually worked with him to steal the information, or whatever. And then he fought him a little bit. It was funny. That like I was enjoying it back then, even though I was kind of mad. But hey, you fucked up Deadpool. Anyway, Super Scroll I would like to see because that would be kind of cool seeing the Hulk go against Super Scroll or something like that. Because I mean, if Thor can beat up the Ice Giants, I know Hulk can beat them up.
I know Iron Man can beat them up.
Exactly.
Too.
I don't know what Captain America, Hawkeye, and
Captain America can like take out a couple, and Widow could take out a couple, and Hawkeye can take out 3 of them. I don't know. That's just my guess.
But I wonder what.
That's what everyone wants to know about this. What's Black Widow gonna do?
That's what I've been wondering.
Yes. Except flipping people around.
Except Hulk gets invulnerability, strength, and he's hard to kill. Thor, he's a god, mystical powers. That's all you need to know. He's a god. Iron Man just wears a suit of armor, and that's it. Bulletproof. It's hard titanium, worth metals on planet Earth.
And also you've got Hawkeye, who is kind of, the west of the government.
I don't know. I wonder if he's wearing his mask or not.
It don't seem like it.
It's more the ultimate suit. So.
Ultimate suit, but.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I was like, it looks like the ultimate suit, but he's not wearing the little stupid goggles.
The goggles.
Well, maybe it would, but it may be like sunglasses or something.
I don't know. They need to do some serious character development because we don't know crap about him. All he did was say, "Can I shoot him? Can I shoot him?" And that was it. That was the whole
character development. Avengers.
Yeah, that's it. That's not good enough for a character development for 20 seconds.
Yeah, so I wonder what they do. I hope that Nick Fury does something in this movie other than just be around talking to people. Because that's what it seemed like. I hope not, because I want him to.
Because in the trailer, did he have a gun in the trailer or something?
I think so. I can't remember. Yeah. But I don't know. I like I was saying before, I don't want the bigger characters to overshine the smaller ones. I want them to have their time in the limelight and have some kind of character development so we can get to like them.
None of them really that small, except maybe
just Black Widow and Hawkeye. Yeah. The useless ones.
Yeah, I know Hawkeye's kind of popular.
Yeah, he's kind of popular, but they haven't done anything with him in the movies. Most of the people who's gonna be coming into the movie theaters, they're gonna be looking for Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, and stuff like that. The ones that they
mostly Iron Man because
mostly Iron Man. That was the biggest thing. I didn't want it to be an Iron Man movie with just them in it. I wanted to focus on everybody, not just him. Yeah, that's why I was like, I want every character to at least have some kind of purpose and some kind of place on the team, and I want to see what they're gonna do. When they come together as a team and how they're going to be fighting together, because I still want to see what Loki's going to be doing. I don't know nothing about his plan or whatever. I don't know if anybody else is going to be involved. Like, they was speculating that War Machine might be in it. I don't know if any
Don Cheadle announced he's not going to be in it.
Well, I don't know if they're going to bring in any other characters like the other guys or whatever, since Loki's a part of it.
Saying we'll have Pepper.
I don't think she can do anything really.
Nope, she can just be there for talking to Iron Man. That's about it.
That's it. And so you got Jarvis.
Oh,
Iron Man's
pretty much. Iron Man's little AI.
Yeah, his AI.
And I don't know. They saw a new character. I don't know why she said it's a new agent. Not a new agent, but
she was in the Civil War storyline when Nick Fury was gone.
I know that Marie Hill.
Yeah, Marie Hill.
Be in it.
Please explain why she's so why people are so excited for her to be in there.
I don't know. I know she's being played by the girl from How I Met Your Mother, which I don't really like that show. But she kind of looks like Maria Hill. I never really liked Maria Hill. She was like Nick Fury in the regular universe, whatever. They were just the military people that always like, I hate superheroes. They gonna fuck up everything. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, I never really found the character interesting. She was kind of cool as a love interest for Tony Stark. And she was kind of like his right-hand man when he was the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a while after Norman Osborn got taken down, after Dark Reign or whatever. But she's not really that interesting of a character. She's not really that strong because she's just a normal person, just like Black Widow or whatever. So I don't know. She's just in the movie. I guess she fits because she's supposed to be a part of S.H.I.E.L.D., especially... It's supposed to be her, Nick Fury, and then the other guy, the agent guy that was in Iron Man or whatever.
He was in Thor, too. He was more in Thor. Was he in Iron Man or Thor more?
I think he was in both.
I know he's in both. Which one?
I don't know. I don't know
I
which
think
one he was more.
I think Thor was more. He was
Probably
more.
that
Yeah.
dealt.
Oh, yeah,
That
it's a Thor more,
yeah,
yeah.
because that dealt with Shield more than Iron Man did.
Yeah.
But I don't. But
Yeah.
that's gonna be the Shield team. It's gonna be all them,
Yeah.
the
And
superheroes.
well, I'm thinking maybe American Hill is more of the odd person when the whole Shield, the Western everybody is Shield saying this is the right thing to do, and she's like this one person who's doubting this will work. Why are you getting a bunch of freaks doing this? And
Yeah, she's just a
kind
bitch.
yeah, kind of like I always gonna say this, kind of like X-Men, like she's doing this whole fake thing, like mostly what happened in First Class. Why, why why would you want to hand over this mission to a bunch of freaks? And it's like
That's pretty much how it is. I don't think she's gonna be a main integral part of the movie or the team. She's probably just gonna be
yeah.
back on the helicarrier.
Oh,
Even they do like a Civil War movie, it's not going to.
I watched the IGN Rewind trailer.
Yeah.
And it showed Black Widow with like it showed her glove, it showed her suit, and she had like
Oh yeah,
blue
the little
stuff glowing on her.
yeah, the little glowing circles on her gauntlet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. They were speculating that it might be some kind of bullet.
Gadget, it'd be she worth
Yeah.
worth on the team, but other than that,
Something. I don't understand why they don't have Iron Man develop some kind of tech for him.
Yeah.
they don't need it for Hulk.
No, not for Hulk, but the regular guys, they need something. Damn.
Not Thor, either.
Like Thor, Hulk, everybody else should be fine. Even Cap, I guess.
Maybe Cap. I don't know. I mean, he wears rubber suits. So really.
This suit looks so damn goofy when I keep seeing
But
him in the trailers.
I'll tell you this about the Avengers, because the movie comes out like a week before America does. I need to keep my mouth shut.
What are you
don't-
talking about?
Well, it comes out early in what?
It comes
Not
out.
really in Australia.
Yeah, it comes out in Australia, and when I see it, I need to keep my mouth shut because I don't want to spoil a bunch of detail for you guys.
Well, thank you kindly. That's messed up. Why is it coming to other places first? Need to come to America.
It's an American comic book. I don't know why it's coming to Australia first.
Mm.
Well, it did the same thing with the West. But
It
it's because you have a Australian accent. Anyway.
Yada yada.
But I hope the
Yeah,
movie's
yeah.
gonna be good. They haven't really released any other information about anything else. You got the Amazing Spider-Man trailer, but we talked about that. Batman hasn't really gotten any details unless y'all heard
Had
anything.
a while Batman.
Exactly.
About like 3 months.
So I'm still looking forward to that movie, but they haven't really said anything about it. And they talked about the Wolverine briefly, but they just I think I put out a release date or whatever. And I don't know, like
Sometime in the summer of 2013.
yeah. I mean, Wolverine
It's
Origins
like-
just had so many problems. I'm not really looking forward to that. They gonna have to sell me on that one.
It's not interesting because I don't like that good of a villain.
I really didn't like what they did.
I don't want to get killed Samurai feeling.
Yeah, like I don't really.
After the trailer comes out.
Yeah, hopefully it's more than just the Silver
We're
Samurai.
gonna have two X-Men movies at the same time.
What you
At
mean?
the same week. Wow.
What's the other one? Yeah.
First Class 2.
The First Class 2?
Mm.
Wait a minute.
I don't think they're gonna make that. I don't think that.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna make that.
Uh,
What happened to the ending? I don't think they're gonna see.
Let me see. I'm typing in
Yeah.
here.
I'm posting it more Magneto. So,
Oh, you meant Origins of Magneto or something like that?
like X-Men First Class 2. So,
Alright, I'm finna read a little bit of this article I seen. Because it says, X-Men First Class 2 sequel plans. It's like, there has been plenty of talk of X-Men First Class 2 over the recent days. So what's been said and how likely is a sequel? First, the bad news. The sequel has not been announced. Okay, so that's not good
So
stuff.
it's not really coming out.
Yeah, it was like, if the movie was a complete slam dunk, it would have been. After all, the screenwriter of Hangover 3 was hired virtually the day after it opened. Okay. Let me see. Like, I enjoyed the First Class. I like what they did with Magneto. I thought it was weird how Charles was, but I guess it's just how he was when he was young. He was a douche. And
Wolverine, he made a cameo appearance.
that was the best part of the movie. Is where he was just like, "Fuck off." Yeah, that was like the most hilarious shit ever. Oh yeah. I don't know. I think they were just making a play off of the letter. That was pretty much it. Because I know it's the X-Men and then it's the Y-Men. And but I never heard of a G-Man. I think they're just making fun of him. Like, oh, let's throw in a random letter or whatever in front of the man. And it's like, no, that don't sound good. We need to go with the X-Men. That sound better. And I was like, just play. I'm probably just making fun of how goofy the team name is in general. No. Mm. Let me see. Is Valiant comic? What the hell? He's like some black guy with like a blade haircut, a red circle on his chest, and two Uzis and a samurai sword on his back. What the hell? It's weird. I don't know. I never heard of this character, and I never heard of Valiant comics. So, it's like Valiant presents Bloodshot Rampage. He's like some white, like he's pale white. He has the blade haircut and some like red circle on the chest, kind of like the Japanese flag, circle on the chest for some reason. Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, the storyline after Spider Island, which is where I stopped because Spider Island wasn't terrible. It just was disappointing. Yeah, so I guess the next storyline is like Spider-Man saves the world or some shit. I can't remember, but it has something to do with him being in space. I haven't been reading.
Oh no, I know who the villain is because
I think it's Dot
Octopus.
Octopus.
Yeah, it's Dot.
Yeah,
I'm tired of seeing him.
It's weird because this whole thing after the during the gauntlet or whatever, they pretty much revealed that he was dying. He was dying because he was like, I'm just, I guess he's talking to some doctor or whatever, and he's like, you're just a normal person who's been fighting super, heroes for like a majority of your adult life, or whatever. And then he's just talking about how many times he got punched by Spider-Man or punched by Daredevil. And he's like, these are humans or no super beings or whatever with better
powers,
more strength or whatever. And he's been taking them to punches to the face and stuff like that over the years. And he's just a normal human. Like all he has is the arms. It's the only thing to make him to a super villain rather than just being a regular villain. And they're just talking about how that trauma to his head is killing him. So that's the big thing.
That sounds kind of interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I actually like that. Just so you kind of see him all dying and whatnot. He looks terrible. He lost like ability to move his body or whatever. So he's just using the arms. He got more arms now, which is kind of silly, but whatever. So he got more arms. He's just been trying to, he noticed he's dying or whatever, so he's trying to do something big to change the planet before he dies. So in the gauntlet, they had all of Spider-Man's old villains pretty much come back, and come back in like this different way. So like Electro came back, and he was pretty much rallying because it was a recession. He was pretty much rallying the people, and he was like the people's champion or whatever. But Spider-Man had to stop him because he didn't trust him. All kind of crazy stuff, and his powers were going out of whack. He had, Dr. Octopus come back, and he was dying. And he was trying to change the world and leave his mark before he died, and Spider-Man stopped him. And I like that story because it showed that Peter is a genius. Like, people always seem to forget that. And it pretty much showed that, yeah, he's as smart as, some of the heavy hitters in the brain department, pretty much.
Like Reed Richards and Tony Stark.
Yeah, so, let me see. Okay, so here's the Amazing Spider-Man thing. It's like, it's the Doc Ock pretty much end of the Earth. I think that's what the storyline is called.
I guess so. I don't remember.
And it has something. It says Spider-Man leaving the planet to fight a space station full of Octobots. Sounds like he already reached the end of the Earth and kept going.
Bad puns.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess he's just in space fighting out octopus. I mean, he fought the damn Octobots or whatever they called during Spider Island, and he fought him when he
Felt
fought.
like half the series of Amazing Spider-Man.
Pretty much. So it's just same old, same old. They gave it an 8 out of 10 on IGN. So who knows? It's probably good, but I guess they're just saying that it's running on too long. Like it should be over by now.
Yeah, Dark Knight should be dead. I just don't like him. I don't.
Yeah.
It's just an old villain. He's not really that much of a threat. Really.
Nope.
Oh,
He's a little bit thug. Go ahead, Josh.
I was going to say, do you know that Kick-Ass 2 is happening?
You told us last week.
Yeah, because they came out with the sequel comic, and it's pretty much been a hit. I've been enjoying it. It gets really like
Kick-Ass 2, the movie.
Yeah, I know. That's why they doing the movie. They when they came out the first movie, the comic book was still coming out, and they pretty much just took because I think it was already like 4 or 5 issues in when the movie was in development. So they used the beginning of the comic book for the movie, and then the movie diverged and had like its own ending. And so the comic book, it ends differently than the movie, which is cool. And I think they're doing the same thing for this one. The comic book is going for right now. They probably in development writing the movie, the second movie or whatever, and then they'll probably have its divergence and have a separate ending than the comic book. And from the series, I've been reading it, and it's pretty damn good. So I'm looking forward to the movie because the first movie was good. The second movie hopefully will be amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. Like that. I think Kick-Ass and what else did I watch? Well, it was just a great movie because I was watching that and I think Zombieland at the same time, and these both fantastic.
It's an awesome movie.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the crap out of those. So I'm really looking forward to another Kick-Ass because the first one was so goddamn good. You barely get superhero movies like that. There's little kids just beating the shit out of people and killing people.
Oh yeah, well you do got super, but
yeah, but you don't get superheroes just like it's more like a realistic.
You don't get superheroes that suck ass,
but like they were just fucking people up in that movie. It was ridiculous. And from reading the comic book, I know there's going to be a lot of more pretty much superheroes like Kick-Ass and Hit Girl.
Kick-Ass is kind of like the movie Chronicle in a way.
Kinda. Just without the superpowers, that's it. I love Chronicles. That was a great movie. I was sitting on the edge of my seats in the theaters. But I was like, how the fuck is this going to end? I didn't know what was going to happen. It was a great movie. So, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this because there's a lot of movies that are coming out in the genres that I like. And I've been enjoying them so far. So, hopefully they do another Kick-Ass movie. Hopefully they fix the Wolverine shit and make a good Wolverine movie. Because Wolverine was my favorite characters. He's one of the most overused characters. But
he's good overused, though.
Yeah, he's a good character. And it's a lot of good Wolverine stories that they can tell. So, I don't know. I hope they do something good. I don't know about this whole Japan thing. I know that's a big thing for Wolverine, that he was in Japan for a while. And he trained to be a samurai, and he has all like these connections in Japan. And because he lived for fucking forever. So, hopefully they do something good. I don't really care about the Silver Samurai. But,
he's a lame villain.
Exactly. So, hopefully they make him seem like a threat to Wolverine. I want to see the Hand be in the movie because the Hand is like the big deal in Japan with their whole like ninja squad.
Or some other villains. Well, some new surprising villains.
I want to see like Deathstrike and something. Damn, something.
Oh, Deathstrike, yeah, man.
Like somebody cool that can challenge Wolverine.
Oh, Deathstrike. Is that chick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't think she was in none of the past X-Men movies. I don't.
The only one she's been in was that the awesome animated movie.
Oh, Hope
Deadpool
versus.
Yeah, Hope versus.
Yes, that was the good old days. That's what made me like Deadpool.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Damn. So I'm hoping that Wolverine or whatever the movie's gonna be called is gonna be good because they doing a whole PG-13 version and the rated R version. Hopefully they'll just be like the rated R version just has blood in it. Hopefully they kind of make it feel like a separate experience, making it more good. I don't want it just to be like they added in some curse words and there's some blood and then there you go, that's the rated R version. I want to see him ripping through people because you kind of got that feel in X-Men 3, but he wasn't really doing much. It was just him fighting people.
You see him stab people, but with some blood on you.
Yeah, so I want to see because Wolverine, when he's not a superhero, he's just being
like
Wolverine.
in X-Men 2.
Yeah, like he's supposed to be tearing people up.
Killer.
He's supposed to be a murderer. I want to see that Wolverine. I want to see him go into berserker rage and stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully they do that.
What I want to see is Amelia Webb, the one with those like Doc Ock tentacles.
Oh, Mega Red.
Mega Red. I don't know. He's not that strong, I guess. I don't know much about him.
Oh, I recently I seen him in the last time I think I seen him Mega Red was in the Wolverine anime, and he was pretty stupid in there, so I don't really care.
He wasn't even that. He barely fought. He got his ass. Every time he fought, he got his ass whooped.
Exactly. So I don't know. It's cool seeing him Mega Red because he was a part of the Weapon X program.
Yeah.
But I don't think they gonna have him. I don't know because I don't think he was. I don't know if they gonna have him.
Yeah, I don't know. Like he's not smart. I know he's not fucking. He's not. Is he really that smart?
No, I don't think so. I think he's just a Russian guy that's really angry. That's pretty much all I know. He's a Russian guy that was in the Weapon X program. Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's like on the team with Sabretooth and all of them. In the comic.
I would hate to see Sabretooth back in action.
Yo, I would enjoy him because that's the weird thing about Sabretooth. Like all the moments of Wolverine's life, he always there to fuck it up.
But he's like, dude, Sabretooth is not much of a threat. He got killed. I know he got killed by somebody. Did Wolverine kill him?
In the comic books, yeah, Wolverine cut his head off.
Even in the movie, Wolverine killed him in the movies.
Oh dang! I think Wolverine well, that's his favorite way to kill him. He decapitate him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm because I know if they're doing it in Japan, he has to have his love interest Yukio, whatever her name is. And I don't know if they're gonna do it like the comic books where they together and then she gets pregnant, and then it's Dakin or whatever. But then she get killed.
Wolverine baby.
Yeah, so I wonder if they're gonna go that route where he lives his life in Japan.
That'll be
No.
Another version with claws. Oh jeez.
Because I don't know because I don't know. He probably gonna go to Japan to escape his troubles in America. Then he's probably just trying to live a normal life and getting wrapped up into the Hand and the Silver Samurai and stuff like that. Probably trying to make some money or whatever. Just doing jobs, just being Wolverine pretty much. And I don't know. I just want to see it. I want to see some drama. I want to see some good stuff. I want to see some fight. I want it to be a good movie, man.
It was like some gore, at least a little bit gore.
Exactly. I want to see some gore. It's Wolverine. He ain't Spider-Man and stuff. I want to see some gore.
Yeah, he had blades in his hand. It's going to chop.
Exactly. I want to see a badass Wolverine. Like I want to see Wolverine at his peak of badassery. Like I want to see that kind of Wolverine.
Well, we did see badass Wolverine, but he just decided to go weaker and weaker.
He went badass, but he didn't show shit, no gore or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully they do something with it and listen to the feedback from the X-Men Origins Wolverine movie and try to do something good.
I don't know. It's like so many mixed opinions on that movie. It's kind of unreal.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I liked it. When I first saw it.
I mean, it was an enjoyable movie to watch, but they fucked up so much shit. It was
like some heroes and villains.
Yeah, like it was weird. Like First Class, they changed a lot of stuff, but they didn't fuck stuff up. Like
they killed Agent Zero right off the bat, so that kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, that did. They killed off, man.
They killed off. What is that teleporting guy?
I don't know, but Wycliffe or whatever.
I forget his name.
They killed him off extremely quick.
Oh, you just Sabretooth killed him.
And I was like, they killed off everybody in that movie.
Wolverine. What?
The Blob.
They didn't kill off the Blob.
They didn't kill him. He was just in there for.
No. They really pissed Wake over how they did that. How they introduced his character.
Hey, he wasn't even important. He seemed like fucking comedy relief.
Basically. Oh.
And then it comes to
Gambit.
Oh
no.
Yeah. Oh.
Deadpool.
Oh my. Gambit got messed up.
Gambit got messed up. Deadpool got messed up. I don't know why they took so many creative.
They made Gambit look like a little weak.
Yeah, they made him look like a bitch. I like the old school animated series Gambit.
He's like an anti-hero.
Yeah, where he was pretty much just a guy doing whatever to make money, or he didn't really know where he was.
And have a German accent.
He had a German.
German?
No, he had the Louisiana accent.
He's like a French.
Yeah.
Like a northern accent.
Like the Creole, whatever you call it, accent.
Yeah.
That's special.
Yeah, like, I don't know. He was supposed to be all cool and stuff, and you didn't really know where his allegiance lied and stuff like that.
One cool thing he did was the first movie. He did it through a card through Wolverine, like through a wall. Then after that, he just punches him in the face, and
I don't know. Because the cool thing, because in the old TV show and the comic books, they showed that Gambit had a lot of fighting skills, and that he was even faster than Wolverine, and that he can fight toe to toe with him. But I don't. In the movie, it didn't really show that. Like he's supposed to have the staff and the cards, and
Which he did.
yeah, he's supposed to be tricky. He's supposed to be very, very tricky. They even, I don't know. I think they said at one point that he had some kind of like Jedi mind trick esque power.
Mind tricks, I doubt that.
Something like that. Like he was able to hypnotize people with his eyes. I think they just put that in there to explain why his eyes are always glowing like fucking pink. But it's pretty much just his power. But I wanted to see him fight. I wanted him to be cool. And I don't understand why they try to depower or like just fuck up characters like that. I don't understand. When they have so many points of references, like you got the comic books, you got the cartoons, you got the writers that you can talk to, and then they just totally ignore all that shit and then try to do their own version and fuck everything up for the fans that are going to be the ones to go out and pay and to go see the movie. It pisses people off. I hate when they do that.
Even in 3D.
Yep. I don't. Man, I hate 3D. I don't like that damn whole craze. I seen one movie in 3D and it hurt my eyes and it felt unnecessary.
I like it.
What movie was that?
I mean, it's cool. I seen Megamind in 3D, which is probably why. I mean, that movie was funny, whatever. But I seen that in 3D and it was cool or whatever. But the ticket prices be so expensive, and I feel like.
Well, Avatar 3D.
I haven't seen that. I didn't see Avatar 3D. I seen it on regular.
That's right. You talked about.
Good for you. Because Avatar is just terrible.
The only bad 3D movies I can think of is The Green Hornet and what is that? It's a horror movie.
Oh, My Bloody Valentine?
Yeah, My Bloody Valentine. I don't want to talk about that fucking movie.
Because I just feel...
how is My Bloody Valentine, huh?
Oh my. It had the worst plot twist.
Oh, I remember the plot twist.
Oh, yeah.
Where the main character is
the
killer.
Murderer. Yeah, he's a killer.
And he said he went to a sane asylum. We're like, they mentioned that once in one sentence. They don't even mention it again.
Exactly.
At the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's like only the first 20 minutes of the movie's in 3D.
That's what I was like. Sometimes they tack on the 3D. When the 3D is like they work around it and they trying to put it in there, then it can be cool. It can be awesome and they can add to the immersing, immersing the viewer or whatever into the movie. But a lot of times they tacking on in like fucking Resident Evil and stuff like that.
So a cool 3D movie I saw was one of the first 3D movies was probably Friday the 13th. Which one was it? So it was the third one. It's called the third Friday the 13th movie when he gets his mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool 3D. Movie. And the 3D glasses are Jason's like little hockey mask, but the glasses are.
Oh, that seemed pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I got the movie. I bought the movie a year ago and it came with 3D glasses.
Yeah, and then you get the eye popped out. It's pretty good,
I'm talking about, this is comic book related. I read the sequel, Freddy vs. Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They made a sequel to it. It's called Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash from what is he from? Evil Dead.
Yeah, Evil Dead.
You watched the movie, Rash?
No, I haven't seen Evil Dead. I've seen Jason vs. Freddy.
You see Army of Darkness?
Nope. My friends tell me about it all the time. I gotta watch it.
It's freaky.
It'll be kind of weird. They made like Freddy vs. Jason versus Leatherface.
I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, it's about the Evil Dead book, and they make the first comic book series. The first miniseries is awesome. It's like they're all facing off, they're all chopping each other up, they're all fighting. And then they made a sequel to the comic book, which is the worst sequel I've seen in a long time. Let's listen. Okay, first was being in the comic. They made Jason reborn. Now he has long, blonde, wavy, blonde hair.
Really?
They like blonde hair is like to his chest, like that long with hair. And they make Freddy Krueger takes over the U.S. government because the president of the United States.
Really?
And some and some other weird shit happens. So it's like pretty bad. The sequel to the comic. I don't know. It's a pretty bad comic book.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the Freddy vs. Jason movie when it first came out.
Yeah, everybody's like it's not a guilty pleasure for me. It's not terrible, but it's.
It was just enjoyable to watch. It wasn't like the greatest movie that ever was, but it was enjoyable to watch.
It was just good versus. I want to read the new Team T comics.
The new what?
Teenage Mutant Turtles.
I read the first 3 issues. I've been enjoying it. I was kind of surprised, man, because I grew up with the '80s TV show.
If Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I grew up with the 80s TV show, and it was all like, oh, cowabunga, and let's eat pizza and shit.
And the new one that was 2005, which was amazing too.
Yeah, I enjoyed that show, and I enjoyed the movie that came out, the 3D movie.
Yeah.
And so I've been reading because I grew up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they had one of my favorite series when I was a child. But I've been reading the book, and it's surprising because they pretty badass. Like they be talking about killing people. They be saying hell and damn and.
It's the uncut, uncensored.
Yeah, so.
Unkid.
I've been enjoying it, and the first storyline is pretty much starts off with their origins because it's a reboot.
Oh.
So they start off with the origins of how how the turtles got the ooze on them, how they turned big ass mutants, and it was pretty cool. But they took a little different. I don't know if this happened in the original, but it was different for me. They lost Raphael after they first turned.
Wait, how did they lose Raphael? How long did they lose him?
They lost him for a little bit. After they all got dipped in the ooze, the cat, like it was the cat, Splinter, and the 4 turtles or whatever. They all got hit with the ooze and they started to mutate. But then the cat was trying to get at the turtles or whatever, and the Shredder ended up cutting him, and he took Raphael. So that's how Raphael.
He cut the cat though, but he never picked up Raphael.
I forgot how Raphael got lost then, but he got separated. And then after they became mutated, they was like, we got to look for our brother. So they were trying to look for Raphael for a while, and Raphael ran into Casey, who was like a teenager or whatever, getting abused by his father. He runs into him.
I was in the show. They mentioned that in the show.
Yeah, so they were together for a little bit, and then after they finally all meet up, I'm enjoying it. And I seen that they had like little one shots for each turtle. Like I think the Donatello one just came out. And I think they had a Raphael one before that, so I'll probably read some of those, and then the next issue.
I know the 2000 show was pretty long because there were 5 seasons, and each season each season had 26 episodes in each season.
Yeah, that was pretty long. I was watching it at the beginning and stuff, and I was like, this is pretty cool. I remember playing the games when it came out. And I was like, this is alright. Then it started getting like ridiculous when they go into space and back in time and shit. I was like,
when like the 70s they go into space.
Yeah,
not space.
And then future.
They went to the future, then they went to the internet, and then I was like, what the fuck going on?
There's internet Shredder.
Yeah.
Which is funny as fuck. And the robot was kept from the future, which I hated that robot though.
Yep. Like I liked the movie that came out with, and it was showing like the 3 different iterations.
The one bad thing people say that one bad it's the plot is not that good.
Nope, the plot ain't good, but it was just cool seeing. Like it was pretty much just a fan service.
It's cool seeing the turtles back in action.
Yep, you get to see the newer, more like gritty versions. You get to see the real gritty.
People love that scene was Leo versus Raphael.
Yo, in the 3D movie.
It's 3D, it's anime, 3D, but the rain's dropping, like...
That was such a great scene. Man, I love that movie. That was a good-ass movie, man.
Mikey wasn't in that movie that long, was he?
He was in the movie, but he wasn't that important. He was just there to crack jokes, pretty much.
Well, the movie
the
that's
movie
what he does
pretty
in
much...
the cartoons then.
Yeah, like the movie pretty much focused on Raphael and Leonardo. Pretty much Leonardo trying to... become the leader because they was all like separated for a while. Leo was in like Africa or some shit.
Yeah, Leo was in the jungle, just like in the 2000 cartoon. He was trying to become a better leader.
Yeah, and then he had to come back and pretty much get the team, get everybody together. Raphael was on his own crap. He's like, forget the brothers and stuff. I don't need Leo and blah. And he pretty much it was just brother stuff. It was cool to see him.
The villains, they're good, but they're stone people.
Yeah.
I don't know. They said join us after they beat their ass. They join us. I'm some weird shit.
But I enjoyed that movie. I like what they did. I wish they would come out with like a sequel or something.
I know they're making a new TV show's coming out either late 2012 or early 2013.
And I know they're doing another live action Teenage Mutant Ninja
they are making another live action.
And they got, but the person who did the ballet battle LA.
The person who's producing TMNT, the new live action is Steven Spielberg.
Oh, what the hell?
He's half and half in my opinion.
Yeah, so I seriously don't know because I enjoyed the first live action movie. The second one was stupid and had fucking.
I like the second. The first one where I like the first live action one. I like too. The second one, I love that one. The third one was shitty because they went back in time.
I never even seen the third one. The first one was great. The second one was like good.
The second one when they faced the two mutants?
I think they faced the two mutants and then like Super Shredder or something.
Super Shredder, which is cool, and they dance with M&M's and the not M&M,
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I don't remember that. Like that was the whole thing. Everybody was go ninja, go ninja, go. I was like, oh god, it was so ridiculous.
And then you had those like live TV, those live concert singing thing.
It was ridiculous. So I wonder how they gonna do it.
The live action movie. I'm trying to remember like. I don't know, my favorite scene probably in the movie is either when they get ambushed at the apartment where they get like kick a bunch of ninjas' butts. I forget what Shredder calls his clan, whatever they're called. The Foot Clan?
Yeah.
Foot Clan, where they fight them in the apartments, like they keep coming.
Yeah, I like that.
I forgot what happened at the ending. Oh yeah, so put them in a dumpster and smushed them.
Yeah, I'm
I don't know.
Trying to see some news.
That shows movies pretty honest. Oh, it's pretty much all. There's not much to talk about this week, really.
Yeah, not really. That's the biggest thing. Because the biggest thing was the Avengers, and that was it.
And everybody knows what the biggest thing next week is.
What? Oh, Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seen the new trailer for Mass Effect? The launch
trailer? The launch trailer. That was probably one of the best trailers I ever seen, aside from like the blurred trailers from like DC Universe online and stuff like that.
I feel like I'm the one.
I'm telling you, Josh, you need to play the first Mass Effect, and then
oh my god, have you seen the fucking trailers? Any of them? I'll give you something, because you've seen the trailer for Mass Effect 1, because you might get turned off in the trailer for Mass Effect.
Because the biggest thing about Mass Effect 1 is the gameplay wasn't as solid as the later iterations.
And people, I don't know, the graphics said there's a lot of bugs.
Yeah, it is. But, you can look beyond that because of how good the story is. And,
it got overlooked, usually.
Yeah, I don't just ignore it.
Until the second one came out, everybody was like, this shit's awesome.
Yep. Because they made the combat more action oriented, it was faster paced, and then it looked better.
It was just better.
And the story was still good, even though they kind of rushed.
They went down the story, so like it wasn't as cheesy as not cheesy, but it wasn't as sci-fi when you have to take down a rogue specters, bringing back sentience from dark spaces, which you got to stop the species from destroying humans, which is a lot easier to go with.
Yeah. The biggest thing I had a problem with is that they I don't know, BioWare in general, they just seem to throw away all the lore they create in the first game. They did the same thing with Dragon Age, where they had the Grey Beards. I'm not the Grey Beards, but the Grey Wardens. I'm thinking about Skyrim, but the Grey Wardens. And then, you became a Grey Warden, and, they was like, you had to stop the Blight. And that was pretty much done. In the second game, they just told you all that shit.
All you do was conquer a city.
Exactly, you go through the same shit. But anyway, it's getting off topic. But Dragon Age 2 was fun to play, but it was suck. Like I didn't like what they did with the story, and it felt rushed. That's how you knew they didn't.
We didn't talk about the comics. We briefly talked about. We can talk about the comics, I guess.
What, the Mass Effect ones?
Yeah. What's the first one called? Revelations.
I think the first one is Redemption. And that's the one with Liara.
And that Drell guy.
Yeah, I think his name like Farron or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's like they rejected the cover the remains. Well, if you watch like the first 5 minutes of Mass Effect 1, they got which pretty epic shit on the first 5 minutes of Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
Which Shepard dies in like Mass Effect 2, and he's resurrected from Lazarus. What happened to Jesus, basically.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I'm going to watch now the live action trailer thing, and I'll
not the live action. Watch the launch trailer.
The launch trailer. The live action's kind of.
I didn't see the live action.
I'll tell you what I think. If I say no, you'll get back there across my head.
Yeah.
All right, but watch
yes.
it, watch it. I'm telling you, it's a good trailer just by
The only
itself.
reason the live action trailer ain't that good because it's set in present day when it's supposed to be in the future. The only future thing you see is Commander Shepard's armor and some husk. And you see a Reba come down destroying a church, people are praying in it. And I don't know, it's supposed to be in the future, and it's set in present day.
Really. But the Mass Effect comics, the first comic pretty much bridged the gap from the first game to the second. And
you have to read some of the comics, I guess, to get the story.
yeah,
Or
they
add-
tried to have it where it kind of branches and gives you
The
more
only one
detail.
that really everybody remember was fun with the Elusive Man in it.
Yeah, I enjoyed
But-
that one because that one, like, I felt like the Liara one, they pretty much explained that.
It's actually go ahead.
Yeah, like the Liara one, they pretty much explained it in the game, where she was like, "I was doing all this for you,"
That's
you know,
the
in the
beginning of the
second
game.
Huh?
It's been the beginning of the game. What happened to Shepard during that time?
Yeah.
At the end of the game.
But I was like, without the comic book, she kind of talks about it, you know, when you
Oh,
read her stuff.
in DLC, it's the whole thing is in Lair the Shadow Broker DLC, which won Best DLC of the Year in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
That comic is based around that DLC. The whole thing's based around it.
Pretty much. But the Elusive Man comic book gave us something that we knew nothing about, which was the backstory of the Elusive Man.
He knew Saren the Spectre.
Yep.
And just other shit happened.
It gave me a lot of insights on the Elusive Man and why he is the way he is.
And why he hates aliens.
Yep. So it was cool. He seen what they could do and how badly they could fuck up. So I was happy about that.
He really, I should tell you what really is. He's really indoctrinated.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could have gone something better.
Well, not really. He's like because he got indoctrinated because his friend touched a beacon, and then his friend touched it, and then he grabbed his friend off the beacon, so he got like touched with the powers a little bit.
Yeah.
So he got all the Prothean knowledge and everything without the side effect of being indoctrinated.
He didn't know. Yeah, basically, when the first contact war, which I can go detail without Mass Effect comics.
Yeah, because I've read.
The only comic book Mass Effect comic was Invasion, which is a good comic book. It's called the Aria Talok Omega.
Oh yeah, I think that's supposed to be a miniseries, but I haven't really seen anything else.
It is a miniseries.
I seen the first issue where it's the service agents that came to Omega, and she was like, you know, well, what y'all bringing this shit here for? And then there's all these aliens or whatever. I don't know what kind of aliens they were. I think they were showing off some of the hybrid thingies or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
the hybrids don't. Well, the hybrids, they actually catch the hybrids because they're not really much of a threat. Then like the commander in chief and the second in command release these hybrids onto Omega while they're on Omega. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? They can kill us all.
Exactly. So
it's like Arya Talok's, Anto in Mass Effect 2. Which I don't remember. He dies in the comic because they sort of kill you because they suck your soul from your body.
Mm-hmm.
With they do some blue. They put some blue shit around your mouth and they just get your soul from your body or something.
Yeah, so I don't know because the game's gonna come out, so I don't know what else they doing with the comic book. I gotta check it to see if any more issues came out because I only read the first one and it's just focusing on Arya. I don't know how important she's gonna be in the game. I know she probably has connections and everything, but I don't think she would be that much.
I think all of them are dead, and the fourth one, a bunch of them died in the fourth comic. The last comic, a bunch of them died. I think all of them. It's either once or I think all of them died in the end of the comic.
Oh dang!
Except Arya.
So I want to see how that affects the third game. So I'll probably be reading it because I've been enjoying the Mass Effect comic books. They ain't the best stories, but it's good. It builds upon the world, huh?
But Josh,
I like saw the launch trailer.
What you think?
Still not buying it.
You're lying. You don't watch. You're lying. You don't watch the trailer. You're lying. That's you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Whatever. You're lying.
But I don't know. It's just I don't know because when Mass Effect 1 first came out, I didn't hear about it.
No one knew about it except a couple of people.
Exactly. Like my friend had it, and I just seen him play it a little bit, and I was like, "What's that?" He just had it on the PC, so I never really got a chance to play it. Then when Mass Effect 2 was coming out, I seen the trailers and I heard the developers talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, this sounds interesting because it's talking about how you can build your own story and have your own Shepard and import it from the first game and all kind of crap like that." So I was like, "All right." So I bought the first game, played it, beat it, and I was like, "Okay, this is good." And then I imported my Shepard into the second game, And I was like, oh my god, it just keeps getting better. I had a little problem here and there because I was like, oh man, they just downplay the Spectre status
Oh
when you
yeah,
become a
that's
Spectre.
like,
When
that did
when
a
Saren
lot.
was a Spectre, he was doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah, he
But
was
when
like,
you become a Shepherd, I mean not a Shepherd, but a Spectre or whatever.
he grew an army, and you only got a squad.
Exactly, I got a squad. Like nobody gave a shit. Nobody listened to Shepard. It was like
Yeah.
it just pissed me off. But it was still a cool game. It was a cool story, a cool universe they had set up and everything. And I like what they did for all the alien races.
They already announced 2 years ago they're making the movie, and I don't know.
That'll be like the only
I'm mixed
Mass
opinions
Effect
on the
thing
movie.
I will
Put it
do.
that way.
Because the biggest thing is they've been trying to play up Mass Effect as the big sci-fi epic of our time, like our Star Wars.
It is. It's either that or Halo.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I can understand that,
more
but
a Halo person, so
they trying to, like overdo it pretty much. Like, all right, it's a great game. Let's make it as a novel. Let's make it to a comic book, and we got to make it to a movie. And I don't want them to try to do too many things and then fuck it up. Because when they say movie, that's the first thing I want, worry about, is that they're gonna fuck it up. That it make
like it did with a bunch of movie video games.
Yeah, like Doom and fucking Max Payne and
Max Payne's probably the worst of them all.
What else?
Max Payne's probably the worst of them all.
Yeah, I was so mad at
Doom
that.
was enjoyable though.
But like the first Resident Evil was the only good one, but it just keeps getting crappy and crappy.
No, dude, no, that's the worst one, dude. That's the fucking worst one.
I don't really remember too much about it.
You seen Afterlife?
No.
yeah.
That's what you call a good Resident Evil. That's what you call a good movie.
What was that? The most recent one?
Come on.
This one, Afterlife, when Wesker's in it.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
That's where they have Chris Redfield.
I just seen. I seen bits and pieces of that, but I
don't know. That's just that fight with Wesker's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. At least check out that fight because I don't know. I don't like what they've been doing with the movies. I'm looking forward to Resident Evil 6. I don't know about Operation Raccoon City.
You're not sure about Resident Evil 5, the movie.
That either.
They already showed a trailer for the new Resident Evil movie.
Yeah, the whole tease you for watching some kind of some Sony ad, and then you flip to a Resident Evil thing. It's kind of
Rash. You see Resident Evil Extinction?
I think so.
Well, when at the end of the movie, she has a big clone army.
Yeah.
That's like in the first 10 minutes of the movie, her whole army gets wiped out.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
And that was like.
Because I think I've seen bits and pieces of Extinction. I just didn't watch all of it. I don't know. I ain't really been a big fan of the Resident Evil movies.
Games, on the other hand.
But the games are great. 4 is my favorite.
I don't know why. People say 5 is good. It's just not.
It's good, but it isn't a Resident Evil. Like, it's a good game, but it isn't a good Resident Evil game.
It's not a Resident Evil game. All it does is add some story, and you killed Wesker, which he might come back. I don't know how.
People are saying that was a clone, one of his clones, and it wasn't a real Wesker.
Clone?
They have clones all over because Wesker, in itself he is a clone because Wesker, the original one, he was in the 70s. Yeah, he was in the 70s and stuff. Like he was an old man in the first games and stuff like that. And you start, he was already an old man because he was back with the.
I think he was in the mid-50s, in his early 50s.
Yeah, he was old or whatever, and he made a clone of himself, being younger, and put the T-virus. And he been working on that through the Resident Evil games, and he made clones. And the one clone or whatever that's supposed to be the perfect Wesker, he's supposed to be perfect. That's what my friends are saying. Like we keep having this debate, but it's supposed to be a perfect Wesker. And in the 5th game, you see him injecting himself with vaccine or whatever, T-virus, something to keep him stable. So he's always injecting himself, and they're saying, oh, well, because he injected himself, that isn't the perfect Wesker. So it must be one of his clones. So you just kill one of his clowns, he'll come back. I don't know. Wesker's cool.
That clone's kind of powerful to be a fucking clone.
Exactly, but he's like, oh, well, he needs fucking shots, so he must not be the perfect. I don't know. Wesker is a cool villain, but the only other villain they had was
Nemesis.
You had
Resident Evil 2 and 3.
Yeah, you had the guy in Resident Evil 4. With the Lost Plagas or whatever. I forget what his name is.
I get it.
And stuff like that. So Wesker, I don't know, he's cool, whatever. But I want to see some other stuff happen. And Resident Evil 6 look ridiculous.
It looks action packed. It
really do. I want them to bring back the horror elements, but I'm looking forward to this game.
I want to bring back There's that character, he's Resident Evil 1 though, but people say he died, but you can make it, it's like, there's 2 endings to the game, you can make him live or die.
I don't. Barry? Is it Barry?
Barry, yes, Barry's like,
Yeah.
is he really dead or really alive? Because you can
I think
save
it's 2 separate. Like you can save him or have him dead. I can't remember. I haven't played the first Resident Evil since a long time.
I haven't played any of the Resident Evil games.
Of course you haven't, Rush.
You need to play some. They good.
You
Like
play
the
something.
I'm a wuss of a video game horror thing.
This time that fucking dude, play 4 or 5. That's just not even scary.
yeah,
It's
4 was creepy. Like it had a lot of atmosphere, but it isn't really
Well,
scary.
the first
5
part,
is
the
just.
first like 10 minutes is.
I can't like even watch a walkthrough of like Dead Space.
Dead Space, on the other hand,
Dead Space is more like jump scares and just hearing a bunch of loud noise in your ears while you're walking around.
yeah.
That's what Dead Space is. It can get you sometimes because I know it was that one
Oh,
part
yeah.
when I was playing and you go into the elevator and the damn thing jumped down from the top of the elevator. That scared the shit out of me.
I'll just say this: Dead Space 1 didn't scare me. Only Dead Space 2 scared me.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Dead Space too.
But
Yeah.
let me see. It's a weird thing about me. Yeah, scary movies never scare me. Like I was bored. I just sitting there just watching
You
whatever.
saw Paranormal Activity and somehow that did not scare you.
Yeah, so that's a big thing. But when it comes to horror video games, it scared the fuck shit out of me.
Oh,
When I played Fear, oh my
oh,
goodness.
Fear's shitty.
Well, the first one, the
That
original
shit
Fear,
bricked.
that was
The
great.
first one scared me. The second one scared me. The third one was action packed.
Yeah, the third one I played it was action packed. The second one had like little scares here and there. The first
Little
one,
scares. It's like some big scares. Talking about.
well, it was scary, but I don't know. Compared to the first one to me, it didn't really hold up because the first one it was new, and I
That
never
was
played a
fun.
game like that. And it was action oriented, but it had a nice balance between the action and the horror. And seeing all the stuff that Alma was doing, it scared the shit out of me. And
the
now,
story's kind of complicated.
yeah, it really is. It's so fucking convoluted. It's just thinking about that shit. You gotta keep picking up these text documents and shit to read and see what's going on with the story and what they was doing with Alma and when they get her and what they was doing and the kids and it's all kind of crazy.
They killed him in the third one.
Yeah, at the end.
And they killed the Point Man again.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Well, he killed Point Man?
No,
Not
I had
Point
the
Man.
ending.
It's
Yeah,
not Point Man.
Federal.
Federal. They killed
Yeah, because
Federal.
at the end I had the Point Man ending or whatever. 'Cause I think it's like different endings.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going for. The Point Man ending. Because it makes a lot more sense than the others. Federal, just possesses Point Man and eats Alma alive.
Oh, well, dang.
Yeah, he's a cannibal, so.
Yeah. But the Fear games were scary. The Resident Evil Fear and those games like those games.
Dead Space, yeah.
Yeah, Dead Space. Those games scared the shit out of me. So I like playing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Go ahead.
like playing scary games because they actually invoke like a sense of fear, and like they really get to me because it's more interactive. Like you actually playing and stuff like that.
And 90% of all horror games are actually pretty damn good.
Yep. So
90%.
I wanted to play.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to play some more, and I was figuring I might do a playthrough of Silent Hill because I never played the Silent Hill series.
Yeah, you still gotta do a playthrough of Fast Act 3 before you do anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. I just gotta pick it up, and then I want to do Fast Act 3, and I want to do like Silent Hill because I've been doing Dark Messiah, but I think I left the damn game.
Messiah?
It was this game it's like a medieval game or whatever, and
It sounds very familiar.
It's fun or whatever, but I left it down at my friend's house. I can't do it right now, so I figured I'd do something separately.
You played the game. Oh, I played maybe like mentioned about the one the god. Oh yeah. Josh, last week after you left, we didn't finish. You left.
What?
We did not finish.
Last week when you left, I had ended the recording, but we were still just talking
here.
in the.
So that's like 3 or 2 hours.
Yeah, we were just talking. Yeah, that's what I was like. I was wondering because you had just left out. I was like, he didn't know that we were still in there, I guess. But that was pretty much it. All we did was just talk about stuff. But
yeah. Oh, and that's the new picture. Why didn't you change the picture for it?
What, mine?
Yeah.
Oh, because last week I changed the picture to Frank Miller. Yeah, to show y'all the picture that me and Lawson talking about. And then my friend.
I was with you guys.
Oh yeah, you seen? Yeah. Okay, so I was trying to show Josh, and then I had that picture as my profile picture for a while because I forgot to change it. And then my friend was like, I was talking to him on Skype. And he's like, "You gotta change that picture, man. It's creepy." Dude is staring at me. And I was like, "Yeah, that picture, the picture creepy as hell." So I was gonna go back to the Deadpool picture, but then I decided just try to change something different. And since I was talking about, That's a Cyclops as Magneto doing Fear itself, where he's like, you're worried about, fear what you become or whatever, and he's becoming Magneto. I thought that was a pretty cool picture.
Oh no, okay.
They build up, they build up so much of Fear itself, and it sounded like such a cool idea, but they didn't really do anything with it with Fisk.
Didn't do much.
Mm.
But I thought that was a cool aspect of the character of Cyclops and how much he has changed over the years, and just seeing how he's becoming more badass.
We're talking about a classic comic book in the Batman series, The Killing Joke.
Ah, man. Back when I was uploading comic books, a guy recommended me to upload that. He's like, I want to read this book. I heard about it, and
Classic.
yeah. So I was like, all right, I'll find it, read it, upload it. When I read that shit, I was like, oh my fucking god, that was so good. And I uploaded. A lot of people had the same thing, and everybody was talking about it, especially the ending. Everybody was always debating about the ending.
Part.
But that pretty much is the book where it shows the
origin of Joker.
The origin of the Jokers, and it was so good.
And even Joker got a lot more evil.
Yep.
Just showing took the roller coaster of his crippled.
Oh, Josh, have you read? You haven't read The Killing Joke?
I have.
You have?
Oh.
Yes. Okay, good. So I don't feel like we spoiled another. All right, so this was the story. It was spoiler alert for anybody who watched. This is the story where you get the origins of the Joker, and then you see Joker do some very, very fucked up shit in the comics, like some very graphic shit, which is where he, pretty much where Batgirls become horrible. This book had a lot of, like important parts of the.
Yeah, a lot of important details in it.
Exactly. So, he pretty much the Joker. He just dresses up, come to her apartment. I don't even know how he knew her. I guess he don't know that she's a Batgirl. He just knew that she was Commissioner Gordon's daughter. He wanted to get to him. Yeah, so, he ends up shooting her and paralyzing her, then taking pictures of her naked, just bleeding all over the floor. It was...
It's for torturing Gordon by seeing the crippled, naked
pictures
daughter.
Of the daughter in the little roller coaster ride. It was sick.
Yeah,
a good sick.
Yeah, it was a good sick. And you get to see how Joker's mind works. He was like, I want to show you that anybody can just have a bad day and then turn into me. If something fucked up happened to them, that anybody can turn into me. And he's going to show that the most upstanding citizen, the Commissioner Gordon, who's supposed to be the greatest guy ever, could go crazy. Which he is, just trying to break Gordon, which is... It was just ridiculous seeing that.
The ending scene was probably the best scene.
Yes. That ending scene and the scene when he first turns into the Joker and he's laughing after he sees his reflection. Probably just the best scenes ever. Oh, and also when him and Batman are talking to each other at the beginning.
And he got chuckling.
Yeah, where he's like, one of us is going to die. We have to stop this. And he's just talking to him. He's like, we can't keep going on because eventually one of us is going to kill each other. And I don't want to kill you or whatever. And then he has that talk to the beginning, but ended up being the fake Joker. And then you have the ending where he actually talks to the real Joker. And he says, he has this speech again. And they talking, and then Joker breaks down, and he's just like, pretty much done because he defeats him. And then the last scene, which is when he tells Batman the joke.
And he actually laughs.
That was crazy. And people was debating. It was like, did he kill him or something? Like, did he kill the Joker?
It's called The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
So
I don't. Yeah, it's one of the best endings though. It was from the like. I don't know what they did with it though.
At first, it wasn't supposed to be in continuity, but then they took a lot of stuff from it. Oracle and. They pretty much left that as the origin for the Joker. Like at first they was like, no, we can't use this because we don't know what we're gonna do. They left it open, the ending kind of open or whatever. But they end up making it continuity, so I guess they used a lot from it. But I don't think.
You hear that weird sound every time you talk?
Yeah, I think Josh, do you have your audio coming from your speakers or something?
Yeah,
because I can hear an echo, so it might be playing into your microphone or something.
Yeah.
But the Killing Joker was cool.
Classic.
I can see. It really is. Like it's probably one of the best Joker stories. And
the only other classic Batman story I haven't read was the Long Halloween.
Oh man, I read that. That was the origins of a lot of his best comic books are the beginning of his villains, which is the origins of Two-Face.
Origins of Two-Face. Oh, her name.
Yep, and it pretty much just shows him being an attorney and everything that happened to him, and stuff with him dealing with his wife and how he turns into Two-Face. But it was good. It was so fucking because
always good.
It was Two-Face. They had Calendar Man. They had Solomon Grundy in it.
Catwoman.
Mostly they got every single villain.
Pretty much. They
Really?
like
Wasn't
every
Mad Hatter in there?
yeah, because well, I don't know if the Mad Hatter was in there, but they had a lot of Batman villains because it spanned a couple of years. That's why it was called the Long Halloween or whatever, because it was pretty much like this. I don't want to spoil the story, but it's like this event happens, and then Batman's trying to solve it, the case or whatever, and it takes a long time for him to do it. And since it started at Halloween, it's long Halloween because it's going on for a long time. But it was good. I recommend reading it. It's one of the best stories in Batman history.
I can't tell which ones. What's the best Batman comic book so far?
I don't know.
That's hard.
Exactly. It really is tough because I've read a lot of good Batman stories. I read No Man's Land.
Mostly the best comic book superhero stories are the Batman ones.
Yeah.
So you're kind of thinking
it's either Batman, Spider-Man.
Like it's Batman, Spider-Man,
and one other. Is it Superman? I don't know. Superman.
Well, I mean, All-Star Superman was good, and I heard a lot of good things about the Red Sun, where it's like, what if Superman landed in Russia? He grew up in Russia, whatever. Like,
one of those stories.
I heard that that was good, so I'll probably read it. Lost read it, and he was saying that was good. So
or Spider-Ham.
Really? Yeah, I remember hearing about that. That was ridiculous. They keep referencing that as a little ongoing joke. Like I ain't Spider-Ham, where he just talks about it. Or they have like a little cartoon drawn in the comic book.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know.
Oh, and there's one other like noir. I don't know if you read all the noir comics.
I think I read Spider-Man. I read Luke Cage. I read a lot actually. I read Spider-Man, Luke Cage, X-Men, Daredevil, Wolverine.
Noir Spider-Man.
Huh?
Noir Spider-Man.
Yeah, I read.
I know because on the Noir Spider-Man meets another Spider-Man, and he meets the 1602 Spider-Man.
It's a new one or something?
Yeah. Well, he's not new. He's been on.
Oh yeah, I heard about the 1602 Spider-Man because it's like a whole Marvel 1602 like.
It's the very first Spider-Man they're saying.
Yeah, and I only know about him because of all the speculation back when Shattered Dimensions first came out, and it was like
that's why everyone's like speculating what's going to come from.
Yeah, because it was like okay, well they brought out 2099, so they did the future because it's like they doing like because I think the first one they showed was noir and regular, right? And then they was like they're doing like light and dark, and then it was like okay they're gonna do future and past. And then so they was like, because they were speculating, it was like, is it gonna be Ultimate? They was like, I don't know if it's Ultimate. He's pretty much the same as regular Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's what it was like, oh, it can't be him, so it must be 1602. And then I was like,
what's that happen?
What?
1602.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, what's that? And I read about it. I see pretty cool. It just had like all the old like Marvel heroes, meaning the Victorian age, pretty much. And I was like, okay, that seems pretty interesting. But they didn't go for that. They went for Ultimate Spider-Man with the black suit.
Yeah. Well, that was more mainstream.
Yeah, because I had no idea the 1602 universe even existed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I haven't read none of the comics.
Me neither.
Okay, guys. I want to make this short. The two games I need to recommend by you is Resident Evil 5 and Mass Effect 2 and 3.
Well, I mean, Mass Effect is a good game series.
Just the Complete Saga, yeah.
So, if you want to pick them up, by now they're pretty cheap. You can probably find them on PC.
Well, not the third one.
Well, not the third one, because it's going to be new, but the first two, they should be pretty cheap by now, because they've been out for a while. And Resident Evil is a good game series. 5 is just one to just jump in, because it's more action-oriented, but if you want to play, like, an actual Resident Evil...
I think number 4 wasn't even that heavily onto the story. Number 5 was a story-based, but it felt like a Resident Evil game.
Yeah, because Resident Evil 5 was kind of diverging to, like, it's not 5, but 4.
That's the only thing I say about Resident Evil 4. It wasn't like nothing really, it didn't add anything to the new.
No, it didn't really, continue on with, like, the T-virus and all that kind of stuff. Like
it was like a side quest.
Pretty much like a whole like off story, but it has the Resident Evil feel, whereas 5 has the Resident Evil like story because it ties it in with the main villain of the Resident Evil series, which is Wesker. So if you want to actually experience, I don't know, you can go back and play the older games.
I never played the third one.
I never played the third one either. I played the 1, 2, Veronica, 0, 4, and 5. So
there's one called Codename Kill or something like that. I forget.
I know it was some obscure ones on the PS2, which you
Oh
can play
yeah,
like
that.
co-op or something like that, but I never played that. But I don't know, if you just have any free time, you can get an emulator or something like a PlayStation emulator. You can play the older games.
This game. This is a recent game. It's being really overlooked. A lot of people playing it. It has the biggest plot twist I've seen. This is best twist, and it beats any comic book. Well,
The Doctor.
close to it. This game's called Binary Domain.
Oh, Binary Domain.
That game has the best twist, and that game has one of the greatest stories in the video game, and one of the greatest twists of all time.
Oh dang, I haven't seen it. Well, I've been seeing stuff about the game, but I haven't played it.
That game. Okay, first of all, the gameplay. It's decent. The boss fights. There's some good fucking boss fights. It's like it's a driving boss that's just fucking huge. It's a giant fucking spider. And there's some other amazing ones. Some huge fucking boss fights. The only boss fight that's not very unique at all is the final boss fight, which is that's one bad thing I can say. The final boss fight is so fucking repetitive. It's unreal. He's small as hell. And it's like he's not even a robot. There's a human inside the suit, and he's smaller than twice the other robots. He's the smallest one. And he's like the hardest boss in the game. He's like really. The last boss is very repetitive and cheesy. Some cheesy stuff. Oh, and I want to say this so bad, but it'll just give away the twist.
No, I'm never probably gonna play it. How about you, Josh?
Okay, this game is like based around you gotta go in this corporation. You gotta stop this person because he's making hollow children, which are robots that are humans, which they don't know they're robots though.
Oh.
The AIs, they don't know if they if you shoot them, like I'm not a robot. If you shoot them, like robot stuff out of them, be like show them a piece of their skin, they'll start freaking out and realize they're robots. And another plot twist: female robots, hollow children, can get pregnant.
Really?
That human seed, and I guess some other shit starts happening. Damn. And the real enemy isn't really the main enemy. It's you have to play the fucking game, or at least watch a playthrough of it.
I'll probably watch a playthrough because I've been watching some of it.
Oh.
So I'll probably continue to watch it just to see what the story is because I probably won't play. I'm most likely going to be focusing heavily because the two games in March I'm looking forward to: Mass Effect 6 and Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Oh, no, which both come out the same day.
Yeah, which is tough for me.
Yeah.
That's
Love titties.
Expensive shit. So, I mean, I think what else is coming out this?
The only other game that comes out in March is Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City
and the Assassin's Creed, but I'm not really a big Assassin's
Story
Creed.
DLC came out yesterday, which is
no, not Assassin's Creed. Ninja Gaiden.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I played the first one. I never played the second one.
I played the first one. Yeah, me too. I didn't play the second one, but
The second one, it was co-op.
it was so fucking difficult, that fucking game. Because I beat the game on one difficulty level, the normal one. Then I beat it again on the next difficulty level. And once I got up to like Apprentice Master or whatever, I couldn't get past the first fight. Because those goddamn dogs with the fucking exploding shuriken. They were the first enemies you fight. And they just spam the shurikens and kill you.
Yeah. The only problem I have with, the big dome creatures, they explode and take nearly all your health.
Yeah.
So I had to fight two of those, and I can unkill one of them, but every time the second one explodes, it always kills me some out of hers after fighting them.
Yeah, it's a very, very difficult game. I was like, I beat it once, I was done.
I think second one's pretty easy because it's co-op.
Probably. I never played it. I might end up playing that just for fun.
The third one looks better story-wise.
Yeah, because they're going to, like, I don't know, the sword.
Kill so many people, you have a curse on you now.
Yeah, and I want to see what they do with that and try to deal with, learn more about the character, and they're finally going to show his face. And that was, like, the big thing when they first showed, like, the trailer at E3. They're like, you get to see his face, so he takes off his mask, and then it cuts off.
Very good cock tease.
Exactly. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what's going on. I want to see what's going on with the curse and the sword. The Ninja Gaiden series is pretty cool. It's a fun game to play.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't play the originals.
No, me neither. I played like some of it on Super Nintendo.
They say it's really hard though.
Yep.
Very frustrating. That's all I heard. I don't know. The only other really good game that was really shitty was I don't like the game series is Final Fantasy X2.
Oh, yeah, Final Fantasy 13 too. I'm not a
Never.
big Final Fantasy guy.
I'm not. I don't play
Yeah.
any of the games.
Yeah, back when I was younger and I had like a PlayStation or whatever, I used to play the older ones. Like I
Oh
played,
yeah,
I
phone
believe,
games really available really.
exactly. I played 1 through 6, I believe, and they were like the older ones. And they was difficult as shit. The most difficult part about the Final Fantasy game is the ending. Whenever you get to the last part of the game,
Oh,
like the
final
last
boss
little
is
run, it
fucking
gets hard as hell because a lot of times you just gotta fight every, well, at least in the old Super Nintendo ones, you have to fight every boss you ever fought over again, or at least a bunch of bosses in rapid succession, and it becomes difficult because they split up your team, so you never have the
Oh
right
yeah.
team together. So it's hard, but I wanted to play 7. I heard was like the best, and I never played 7. I played the
Yeah,
demo.
that's like I don't know, that's so that game is so controversial. It's like the over fanboys game.
Yeah,
It's
a
like
lot of people love it. I know. And when I get to my gaming classes in college or whatever.
you gaming classes in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to DeVry for GSP, which is game simulation programming.
Oh,
Mm.
I should go there. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it's a gaming major. So a lot of the guys, they all
You're a gaming major?
Yeah, it's a gaming major.
Oh, I know that about you.
So
Huh.
everybody loves Final Fantasy. I don't really see the whole big deal. Like it has a good story, it has good cutscenes,
Dude,
but I don't really like the characters, and I don't really care for the combat system.
the new combat system's not taking turns hitting each other anymore.
Yeah, but it's like it's false. Like you don't really have full freedom because I saw my friend playing 12, and you can move around and everything and attack when you wanted to, but no matter what you do, you always got hit by an enemy. Even if you all the way away from him, you always got hit. And I was like, what? And I don't know, it just didn't have the full freedom. So I don't know. I never really been a Final Fantasy fan. I didn't really care.
Yeah.
Like the only other I'm just older. I like Bioshock Infinite, but Bioshock 1 I liked it, but
Yo, if you want to talk about twists, the first Bioshock got my ass because I was enjoying the game. That game was actually pretty creepy too, having to deal with those
it
fucking
is.
freaks all over the place. And
Yeah.
it always had me on the edge of my seat because you had to deal with the big daddies, and ammo was so hard to come by in that game. So you had to battle a lot of stuff with your powers.
It wasn't too difficult. The only difficult thing I said about the game is where someone takes your guns and you have to fight them.
Yeah.
That's the only difficult thing.
But
The final boss ain't that hard, really.
No, not really. But I love the plot twist at the end of Bioshock 1. I never played the second one, and I'm really
The second
looking
one
forward
was
to
shitty. People didn't like it.
Yeah,
You played
they-
the Big Daddy, but
Yeah.
it's a bad game.
So
Multiplayer sucked too.
so I never really bothered to play it. But Infinite
It's
looks
way shorter, and there's no final boss fight.
real. But Infinite looks fantastic. Like from what I've seen from the first couple of trailers and the gameplay demo that they showed off, it looks great.
This game is rumored to. I showed trailers for this. It's either coming out in early 2013 or late 2012. It's Grand Theft Auto 5, GTA 5.
Oh man, between that, man, Rockstar's doing big because between Max Payne 3 and Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm gonna
Oh
be happy.
yeah, Max Payne 3. What's that? That game got delayed.
Yeah, I think it's coming out March.
It got
Not
delayed.
March, but May.
Yeah, delayed in May.
Yeah, so
The game keeps getting delayed every year.
yep, because it's supposed to come out like 2010, and they delayed it all the way now. So I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to it. It looks great. Coming off of Red Dead Redemption and LA Noire, man, I really want to see.
LA Noire is a good game, but it wasn't much as good as people say it was.
Yeah, I feel like it was overhyped because of the new motion capture device and stuff like that, and be able to read people's faces. Like it had a cool gameplay mechanic.
It's revolutionary, put it that way.
Yeah, but it was kind of boring because most of the game you just spend searching for clues on the floor. No real action happened.
Well, action does happen.
Yeah, and you have shootouts. You get to chase people.
And fist fights.
Yeah, fist fights. But a lot of time it's just being a detective. So you gotta go around solving cases, looking around for clues.
It is a good plot twist, but I just didn't like the plot twist.
Yeah, me neither. But it was a good game, all in all. Like it was a very, very good story-driven based game.
It just lacked in. It
just lacked in gameplay for me.
Interesting. Well, not interesting, but it lacked it being like you fall asleep playing that game.
Yeah, kind of like it was good and I enjoyed it, but a lot of times it's spent just talking to people and looking around on the floor.
Detectives have to read their, which sometimes it didn't work.
Yeah.
Basically.
So what we talking
I
about?
don't.
Max Payne coming out. I'm a big fan of
3.
Max Payne.
I played the others too.
You haven't?
Yeah. I played a little bit of the first one.
People say the first one's hard, and people say the second one's good though. But I don't know.
Yeah, but they're good games. I enjoyed them. I like the story driven. I mean, have you played Alan Wake?
Oh hell yeah!
Exactly. It's the same studio, Remedy Studios, and it has that same like novel type story. Like it's a detective novel, pretty much like a noir detective novel. That's what the Max Paynes are, and they're very deep and well written, and a lot of great character development. And this is really good. Just Max is such a great character, and now that Rockstar's taking over, a lot of people were worried. It was like, Remedy's not handling it. Well, they put him in Brazil. It's all colorful because the first games they're all dark. It was in
New
snowy,
York,
snowy New York. It was always nighttime, and it was like inner monologue, and like the old detective, private eye type stuff.
You get hot. You get hair.
Yeah, so now they talking about he's in Brazil. He's all fat and old and dirty. He cut off all his hair, and they was like, whoa, this is like a drastic change. We don't know what they're doing with the game, but I mean it's Rockstar. I gotta trust them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this one, like, Red Dead Redemption surprises. L1 I guess, maybe.
It's like Rockstar don't make bad games, so.
No, they make they don't never made a bad game.
Exactly, like they just make revolutionary, ridiculous shit. So, I'm looking forward to Max Payne.
People say Max Payne 3 is the most high budget game they ever made.
Yeah, I guess it's probably gonna be that until they come out with Grand Theft Auto 5.
I don't know. Two Rockstar games in 1 year is a little too much. Two Rockstar games in 1 year is kind of too much.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to 5 because they pretty much speculating because I was watching stuff on.
It's like it's supposed to be a continuation of the first Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yeah, and then they talking about having other main characters from the other games come in.
Like guy from San Andreas.
Yeah, there's like Carl, and then hopefully like they think they've seen Louise in the trailer and stuff like that. Like they've been speculating, and that'd be cool because that was the same argument that me and my friends were having about Resident Evil. That by now you would have all the main characters come together, but
they're in the section they're in, but they're not gonna need each other.
Yeah, because most of the time nobody can stop anything that's going on. The military get killed by the zombies, regular people dead by the zombies, and it's normally just these special few that can stop.
Special task group.
Exactly, that can stop it. And why not them? Have them come together so they're gonna work together, which is what they're doing in the 6th one. Because you see Leon, you see Chris.
Which everybody's fanboy like me is like, holy shit, they're in the same game. That's
exactly.
Awesome.
Like my friend liked Chris more. I was like, Leon cool, and I seen the.
Oh no, I like Leon.
Yeah, because in his game, in the Resident Evil 4, he was so goddamn gangster. They made him seem cool, and then he had all like the acrobatic skills and stuff when he pushed through the lasers and shit. It made him seem gangster. Chris, he was like his big thing was he punched a rock. Like everybody always talking about that, like he punched the fuck out that boulder, which was ridiculous. It just made him seem like he was the Hulk or something. But I don't know. I'm happy they put them both in that game. I want to see what they do with it. And this whole new main character guy, who has something to do with the zombie invasion. I don't know, but it looks cool. The Leon stuff look like the traditional Resident Evil because they had the shuffling old school zombies, and then the Chris stuff seemed more action packed. When I seen him running, that shit really reminded me of like Gears of War. So his stuff probably be more action oriented. It seemed to be in different locations. So hopefully they all meet up eventually. But it's cool just seeing them in the same game. Period. And they're talking about the game's supposed to be 6-player co-op. I don't know how that's gonna work, but that's gonna be ridiculous. Hello?
So should we wrap this up?
Yeah, I guess we can wrap it up. We've been talking for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I feel like we discussed all we could because the Avengers trailer was the only big thing about it. I'm looking forward to that movie. They finally brought me over to the team of people that think that Avengers is gonna be amazing. Because at first I was kind of on the fence. First I was like, we'll see. But this trailer pretty much sold me. So I'm happy to finally
there's
get it.
another rumor in Avengers trailer where that robotic creature.
Oh, at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people think that made me Big Bang Boom in there.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. I never heard of that villain, but that's what they were saying.
He's in Ultimate Alliance.
Oh, he was?
You play Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah, I played the first one.
He's a Doctor Strange villain.
Oh, I like Doctor Strange. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. Everybody just keep joking about how you look like Transformer.
That's just a rumor. Because it might be actually might be Big Bang Boom. I don't know. He's just dragon. That's all you need to know.
We'll see. I want to see
Well,
another villain in the movie. To tell you the truth, because I don't want to just be Loki centric. Because in the Thor movie, they pretty much tell you that Loki's he's a frost giant son or whatever. Blah.
He's a good
yeah.
twist and all, but
Yeah, so
so
which was fine, but that means the Frost Giants and Loki they pretty much the same thing. I want to see something else because I don't want to just be all revolved around Loki and Thor. I want
please not.
the other characters to have some kind of importance other than we got to stop his invasion on Earth. So I hope they have like some other characters that are working together or something that
Mm.
the other heroes and stuff like Iron Man and Hulk have to deal with too.
And the new hero. People don't know who that is. A Hawkeye.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a lot of things that this movie has to sell people on, especially comic book fans. So
Mhm.
hopefully they can do it.
Um,
But the action does look great, and the CG does look great, and I'm really looking forward to what the Hulk gonna do to everybody. I want the Hulk to straight up just like that big ass Big Bang Boom thing. I want Hulk to just uppercut the fuck out of it. I just want Hulk to be badass in this movie, just throw shit. I want him to be powerful. So we'll see.
Hulk smash.
Yep, can't wait.
And actually, I might do I think I might do a live stream on the Mass Effect 3 Midnight Launch. I'm going to Midnight Launch
Oh, you are?
because my parents said, "What the hell? Is going to school night? I don't care. It's Mass Effect. If I'm gonna stream it, the event with a bunch of people, with a line talking to people and stuff. Then once I get the game on the way home, I'll probably stop. I'll stream. Then when I get home, or I get like a bunch of drinks and let's say record what I'm gonna do all day. I'm gonna be in this one room with all these drinks and foods and with the TV. Just have a big bladder. You know what I mean. Fundamentally, do Dr. Pepper, some nachos and shit. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do all day, basically on Tuesday. I think that's what most people can do Tuesday, actually.
But yeah, I guess we can wrap it up because this has been pretty good.
There's not much to talk about, really.
Yeah, pretty much. So, this has been Comic Chat Live for March the 3rd, 2012, and I'm here with Toxin and Josh, and we pretty much just talked about the Avengers trailer, which is going to hopefully be amazing. I'm looking forward to both of those movies. Well, actually, all three of those movies: Batman, Spider-Man, and
Malik.
the Avengers. Malik wasn't here. I don't know. He'll most likely tell me why he wasn't there eventually. But
and we hope there's something to talk about next week.
Yeah, hopefully they release some news. I'll keep
some Batman stuff would be great because this is Avenger and Spider-Man's kind of too much. Needs some Batman stuff.
Yeah, that's all we've pretty much seen about these movies. So hopefully they come out with another trailer and show off some new stuff. So hopefully we'll see. But I guess that's pretty much for this week. So this is comicconartist, and I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, see y'all. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
How do you fucking leave?